What is up, guys? The Arrowverse Collaborator here, and because Arrowverse is on quarantine and on lockdown because of COVID-19, I thought of doing a rewatch of the Arrowverse. So I will be starting this today, starting with Arrow, the pilot episode. So let's make way into the video. But first, if you have not watched this episode, make sure you spoiler warning and go watch it before you watch this video. So I'll give you a second to watch the episode, and then yeah, let's get our way into the video. But first, if you have not watched this channel, subscribe and then leave a like on this video, and we will make our way into the video starting now. So the intro of the episode was a direct reference to Oliver Queen's origin story from his very first run in 1941, which was All-Star Adventures issue number one, where Oliver Queen was a playboy billionaire for Queen Industries, but he was stranded on an island with nobody. But in the comics, in the New 52 relaunch, he actually was stranded on the island with Tommy Merlin, who becomes the Dark Archer in some versions of the comics. This fun fact, actually, Lian Yu is actually not the name of the island Oliver was on in the comics. In the comics, the
island is called Starfish Island. As in the comics, Starfish Island is just a normal place. Actually, Oliver found local drug dealers on that island, and that was where he made his first vigilantism as the Green Arrow.
My name is Oliver Queen.
Oliver Queen is the very first incarnation of the Green Arrow in the comics, but actually Oliver Queen retires as the Green Arrow and gives the mantle of the character to his son in the comics, Connor Hawke, which is a fun little nod because we actually do get Connor Hawke in season 7 of Arrow, which I think is fun. But yeah, so Oliver Queen is the very first version of the Green Arrow in the very first version of the comics. So
in the comics, Robert Queen is the father of Oliver Queen, and in the recent Rebirth comics, Robert Queen is actually one of the members of the Arrow clan, which is Oliver's basically relaunched version of Team Arrow in the DC universe.
They later confirm later in the season and the rest of the series that Oliver gets these scars that the Doctor mentioned was from the island, from the people that were on the island. Because we later find out later in the series that Oliver was not alone on the island. And so the burn patterns, I'm supposing that we actually see Oliver get that burn scar in the back of his back
from Konstantin Kovar, as Konstantin got onto the island, and I will talk more about it when I get to season 5 again. Now we actually, in this episode, meet Moira Queen, the mother of Oliver Queen, and she was created in 2014's Rebirth in the Chuck Dixon era in Green Arrow, issue number 5, volume 25. Alright, now meet Walter Steele. He is a wealthy businessman in DC Comics, and so the Arrow writers decided to race swap him for the series because of the fact that he would have been a lot better. Now, Thea Queen appears in this episode. Thea Queen is actually a character created specifically for the series. She is supposed to be based off of the character Mia Dearborn, who is the version of Red Arrow in the comics. She takes over as the Red Arrow after Roy Harper joins the Teen Titans. So I think, yeah, I love how Theo is a character on the series, and she is written well in the series. After we get a good look, we meet Laurel Lance. Laurel Lance is based off of the character Dinah Lance in the comics, aka the Black Canary, which we actually get Laurel as the Black Canary in season 3 of Arrow, and Laurel changes her hair to blonde in season 4. And then we see Laurel with her friend. Her friend's name is Joanne de la Vega, and she is not based off anyone in the comics. She is her own character. specifically created for the show. I do like how they treat Laurel and her friend this season. And then later we meet Tommy Merlin. Tommy Merlin is the best friend of Oliver Queen, and in the origin story of Oliver Queen in the New 52 comics, he was the one who was stranded on the island with Oliver Queen. But Tommy Merlin in the comics becomes the Dark Archer, whereas the TV show they portray Malcolm Merlin to be the Dark Archer. We actually have Tommy become the Dark Archer in season 8 of Arrow, but it is portrayed to be the Earth 2 version of it. I'll get to that when we get to season 8, but we see Tommy, he's with Oliver, he says yachts suck, referring to the fact that Oliver crashed in the Gambit along with his father and Sarah, and then, yeah, I'll get more into that later, because Sarah is presumably dead as of season 1. So we actually get an uncredited appearance of James Banford, the writers of the Arrowverse. He actually written the Elseworlds crossover in last year, and so he plays these gunmen who kidnap Oliver and Tommy in halfway throughout the episode, and yeah. So later we meet Quentin Lance, played by Paul Blackthorne. Actually, the series, he is supposed to be a version of Larry Lance, the father of Quentin Lance, still the father of Laurel. Like in the comics, only he hates Oliver because he killed Sarah, or Quentin thinks that Oliver was the reason Sarah died, or supposedly is dead right now. And Quentin is in Queen Manor, interviewing or asking who the Hood is, because Oliver was wearing the hood, and then Quentin asks, "Do you know this man?" And then, yeah, they actually have a parallel in season 8 where it was Renee and Dinah who asked Oliver when on Earth 2. So it is a good parallel between the 8 seasons. When I get to season 8, obviously I'll do that stuff. So in the episode, we got a good look of the list for the first time, and on the list, at the top, it says Hannibal Bates. Now, Hannibal Bates was in the very first season of The Flash, and then he is mentioned again in season 6 due to post-crisis. And underneath him, we got Adam Hunt, who is in the episode. Isabelle Rocher, she is the villain, one of the villains of season 2, along with Slade Wilson, where she becomes like the Ravager version of the character. We actually get Ravager in season 2 of Titans. I will make a video on that, since Titans is already like a part of the Arrowverse now. So later in the episode, we are introduced to John Diggle, who is a series regular in series, played by David Ramsey, and this character is supposed to be a character, like, he is based off of the character Andy Diggle from the Green Arrow comics, and Andy Diggle appears in season 4 of Arrow, who is a member of Hive, run by Damien Dark. And so Diggle was created by Mark Guggenheim, the showrunner of the series, because he is like Oliver in many ways in a battle of wits and abilities and intelligence. So they just thought it would be a good way to create the character, and it was probably one of the best decisions that the show has ever gotten to, because Oliver and Diggle had such a brotherly connection with each other, emotionally and physically. So it is just cool how they got Diggle to be a character even when he was not. So we have one of the other villains of the episode, Dracon. Dracon is a version of Constantine Dracon from the comics. He's a longtime foe of the Green Arrow, who has the same abilities as Oliver Queen, only more of an acrobatic type character. So like Dick Grayson, only Robin Hood type-isk. So yeah, Dracon attempts to fight Oliver, only fails, and Dracon is taken care of, I guess. So yeah, Oliver takes him out, and Dracon is done as a villain. So Oliver goes down to fight Adam, or confront Adam Hunt, and then he goes to his company, and Oliver beats the living crap out of his men. So after Oliver fights Hunt's men, Hunt calls the Star City Police or Starling City Police, and they go down. They find Oliver, but Oliver's on the ground. Fortunately, Oliver gets up and jumps out the window to avoid getting captured by them. So yeah, now Quentin knows about the existence of Oliver as the Hood, or knows of the Hood. He doesn't know Oliver's the Hood yet. So yeah. So towards the end of the episode, Oliver crosses the first name off the list. He crosses Adam Hunt because Oliver uses one of the trick arrows to transfer money from Hunt's company to Oliver's company, or to Oliver, and Oliver crosses the name off the list. I'm wondering if because Oliver I haven't watched Arrow in a very long time towards season 1, so I'm wondering if Oliver's going to cross names off the list on a regular basis. So we later find out that Laurel and Tommy are dating. Well, they started dating after Oliver was stranded on Lianu during that 5-year time period. And so Oliver does not know yet. I'm guessing towards the end of the season, Oliver might find out. Hopefully he does, because see how he reacts. And so yeah, Tommy and Laurel are a couple now. So the final scene revealed that Moira is working with this criminal organization. It is not yet confirmed who, though, but apparently she's working with those people to try and figure out who kidnapped Oliver and to find out how Oliver escaped. Because Moira eventually will probably find out that Oliver is the Green Arrow, or the Hood. So alright you guys, that's the end of this video. If you'd like to subscribe, and please leave a like on this video. I will be making more of these videos in the near future, so yeah, every other day I'll probably make it, or whenever I'll be able to make it, because tomorrow I'll be posting my Stargirl video, because Stargirl comes out tomorrow, so I'll be posting that. My next video I'll be posting is every character that was confirmed to be in Stargirl, and every member of the Justice Society of America, past and present. So yeah, stay tuned. If you like this video, subscribe and leave a like, share this video, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye, my guys!